Oi! Merry Christmas, everybody! Hello! What's up? How's my Christmas? Pretty good. I spent the morning cleaning and preparing for some guests. I made a brisket, but I didn't smoke it, so it was more like a roast. I've got like 9 pounds of brisket left over. I made potatoes and asparagus, and I gotta think about what to eat for dinner. But that's about my day. How about you guys? Did you guys get any presents? Did you guys get any good presents? Anything that jumps out at you? Just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Mine, penis. Got me some penis for Christmas. Not somebody else's penis, my own. God sent down a penis. Someone's eating brisket sandwiches for the next week? Yeah, Jack. I was thinking, I could slow cook some of it. I could make sandwiches with it. I could take, it's basically steak because it's like a cut of beef, you know? So I could pan fry it and then have it over noodles and stuff like that. I could slice it thin and put it on tacos. There's a million fucking things to do with brisket, you know? Hello, Johan. Hello, Caleb. Graham, Cherry, Jack. Welcome, guys. What's up? Merry Christmas. Before you asked, the whimper ASMR was not as scary. Yeah. Not as scary as you thought, Graham? Glad to hear it. It's accessible for all ages, even though I made it 18 years or older. I'm glad I finally got that video done. Let me tell you, the ASMR is out. The ASMR is indeed out. Interesting video, Cherry. It's it wasn't as I don't think it was what like a lot of people were looking for, but it was kind of what I had in mind when I was like, well, let me make this. But I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Today, on Christmas Day stream, I was gonna play some TF2 and do some winter maps, but, I mean, there's always Friday, you know? So I think today, like the schedule says, we're gonna be dipping our heels back into Rue Valley. You did, Johan? Glad to hear it, man. Not polluting your ears with your usual noise? So sorry, jeez. Have a good day. Thank you. You too, Johan. Alright, I'm gonna hit the continue button. And we'll see where we left off because my hard drive did... My separate hard drive did a pretty hard reset last time. So, let me find out where we are and what we need to be doing. I'm not sure what was saved. We have to access Frank's phone by charging it, and then we have to search Maxine's room. Alright, well, let's go charge... Well, it is charged. We need the password! I don't remember... Oh, my train of thought is so left off from the last time we played. You're jorking, by the way, Graham? Very good, very good. 9 out of 10, Cherry? Honestly, Cherry, I'm pretty glad you're happy with the video. You were who I had in mind when I made it, so... Do I play Roblox? I do, Johan, I do. 2-hour stream, Cherry? You got it, man. You got it. Christmas Day, 2-hour stream. Now let me find out, see if I can make this. Contents of the phone are still locked behind a 4-digit PIN. It's doubtful that the number will be known by someone other than Frank. A significant date or something like that? What the fuck happened to Frankie Boy? Let me think. Where else is there? We want to go back to the gas station and find out... I think we want to find out where Maxine lives. Before, what's her name gets there and like, hogs the conversation. I figure there's no better way to spend Christmas than in the middle of buttfuck nowhere like Arizona, so... Oh, I get good signal out here. Oh, shit. Wonder if that has anything to do with it. Oh no, he's connected to the Wi-Fi. So you can add me, Johan? Yeah, go for it. It's gonna be the same username. Hello, Max.
Welcome to Max Gas.
Max Gas. Get it? How's my sanity? Not too bad, Graham. Not too bad. You never said jorking?
You need
I
some
must have
help getting
misread.
gas in that city car yards, you don't want something else. We got no booze, mind you.
Is there anything you could tell me about the guiding light accident? Do you know how many people ask me that every couple of days? I don't know, that's right. Must have been a lot since you're asking. A lot doesn't cut it. Far too many's the answer. Tell me, what's this place? What am I doing here? Selling gasoline. Yep, and diesel, right? This is a gas station, not Coral Destiny's info center. People be acting like I know everything about propulsion science, orbital mechanics, and all that bullshit. But the worst are people like ya, who want the drama, the scandal, without a care in the world how it messes up real people. I care. Tell me how this accident affected real people. Shit you care. Your face says you're someone who gobbles up other people's misery. So here's a treat for you. What the fuck? I do gobble up other people's misery. How did you know? Wow. Watching the 3 new episodes of Stranger Things. Can you say? Yeah, go for it, Johan. My username is the same as the channel you're watching right now. My car guy, Frank, his partner was the commander of the Mars mission. I often think it would have been better if he bought a farm the moment he heard Judy had too. Frank, his partner was the commander of the Mars mission. Who's Judy? Judy Hopps? Oh shit, dude. Are you simple? Have you been following the tale? Judy's Frank's partner was Frank's partner. She died in the Coral Destiny accident you asked about, and took all the blame for it. And that messed up Frank's brain so much that he was never the same. Well, don't get me wrong. Even when Judy was alive, Frank could be brooding and dark, especially towards everyone that wasn't her. But now, it's like he's a walking black hole. Hard McCoral Destiny term there, just sucking the life and joy out of everything that gets near. And the worst thing, he's making my life hella difficult. On good days, I can barely make him come to work. Imagine the bad days. Sometimes a man in that condition needs to be prodded out of his stupor. You would know. Tried that, worked like shit. He just disappeared for a week, came back leaving the same old black slime trail of depression. Listen, I don't want to yap about this no more. Just give me a heartburn. Roblox stream next week, Cherry? Well, maybe. That sounds good. Maybe we'll do something like that. Hello, Miha. Welcome back. Hello, SKZ. Am I a bald bacon? Yeah, I am, Johan. I am indeed a bald bacon. Oh, right. Oh, that's new information. No shit. Judy and Frank were in a relationship. Judy the astronaut. An astronaut named Judy died on an accident during the Guiding Light mission. She and Frank were in a relationship. And I got new info on Frank's phone. Maybe the pin has something to do with Judy. I think I know what to do there. I'm gonna hit the cemetery. Do I remember you, Miha? I do. Why does everybody always ask that? I'm gonna go to the graveyard. 808, like the Tool! No? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to. I'd like to, but I think I'd like to play other games before I play Roblox again. I added you, please add back when you can. Gotcha, Johan. Will do. Oh, her grave is like not here. Okay, it might be one of these other gravestones? I think that's not the guy. Unless it's up this way. Which doesn't look to be the case either. Nope. Hello, Jax. What's up? Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, Leander. Merry Christmas. What if your well is not so brain today? Best to sleep on it. Merry Chris. Walter's grave still green with hunger for his body turned cadaver. Can't access anything with that yet. Help? Hello, Panda. What's up? What can I help you with? I hope it's something really, really bad. I'm going to Kuiper Belt. I'm gonna ask them about the thing. What did I get for Christmas, Johan? I don't know. My Christmas has not ended yet. I'm sure something will show up. I'm gonna try this phone call.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
You got something beautiful, amazing, and great? What'd you get? Underwear and pants? Pants are the devil. Underwear, on the other hand, that's okay. You told me Merry Christmas in the Discord, Jerry? I have not looked at the Discord today, I don't think. Senior Executive Patient at Dr. Fink's World's Most Boring Therapy. What can I do for you? My name is Eugene Harrow, and I'm a Senior Executive Time Loop Specialist.
Oh, well, my name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a Senior Sales Executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
That sounds great, Mr. Rugger, but I have a question first, if I may.
But of course, Mr. Harrow.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
here to answer any questions you might have. At
What
your
can you tell me
service,
about
as they
Coral
say.
Destiny?
Coral Destiny? Mr. Harrow! I'm
Mr. Harrow!
pleased and excited about your unexpected questions on this subject. They train our brains to always be alert, like a meerkat.
This guy works for Coral Destiny.
Now, where does it start? A corporation dedicated to the study, exploration, and colonization of space, starting with Mars, saving humanity, billions of dollars in value, eccentric owner, that type of thing.
Well, saving humanity sounds out there.
I agree, Mr. Harrow. Completely over the top.
Good PR.
They nailed it. It goes well with their slogan, Earth, our cradle but not our grave. Now that's a brave statement.
Now
in this
that's a
unique
brave
moment of our
statement.
history.
We should kill this guy, I think.
Now I suggest we get back to the matter at hand.
Just asking. Well, I haven't opened my presents yet, Johan. I have not opened up my presents.
If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Are you referring to my psychotherapy?
Mr. Harrow, let me be frank with you. I have no idea where this True Valley of yours
True
is,
Valley?
but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it.
Damn right. We should kill this guy, man.
So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Alright.
Now that's what I like to hear. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, you truly are a man of action.
A man of action.
I'll write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Just...
They're gonna be in contact with me shortly, or is that gonna be... That might not be today, then. We might have to die. You got a green towel? That was your gift, Graham? Have Merry Christmas, buddy. Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, God, dude, that lightning strike scared the hell out of me. Uh-oh. Oh, I was gonna say, what happened? There's no way that phone call took me 30 minutes. Oh shit, no shot! A dream! A well-worn path cuts through an expanse of tall grass. You follow the reassuring rhythm of your guide's familiar gait just a few paces ahead. The sun still hangs low, gentle and pleasant on your skin, but you can already see the grass thinning here and there where fertile soil has given way to coarse sand. The desert is near. The thought of it holds no fear. Your guide's presence is a promise that you will cross it together. You follow, lulled by the rhythm of your own footsteps matching hers. Soon, the path's edge starts blurring into the encroaching sand. The guide's footsteps, once crisp on the path, now fall with a softer crunch. Yet her pace doesn't falter, so neither does yours. Merry Christmas, Aaron. Merry Christmas, Ingress. YouTube did not show your message, Leander. I was wondering what you were talking about. You using your sister's iPad? Did they get it for Christmas? Nevertheless, the distance between you, once a comfortable few paces, begins. Between you, once a comfortable few paces, begins to stretch. Try to quicken your steps. You break into a clumsy jog, but the sand pulls at your shoes, each step becoming shorter and more labored than the last. The steady metronome of the guide's footsteps begins to fade, falling out of sync with your own frantic pace, and the gap between you keeps growing. I call out. Deep from your heart, you call her name, but the desert has made your throat a dusty corridor, and it comes out as a dry, rasping cough. Ow. She had a long time ago, but it... Oh, it's Boy with New. Gotcha. Gotcha, Ingress. She doesn't turn. She doesn't stop. Keep walking. She has now become a dot on the horizon, flickering like a mirage. If I don't blink, she can't disappear. Is she even moving, or has she stopped and is waiting for you? A hot gust of wind kicks up a veil of sand into your face. It's time to blink. When your eyes open again, she's gone. The strength leaves your legs all at once and your body collapses into the dust below. The sun, once your gentle companion, has climbed its ladder to become a blinding, white-hot coin, ruling over you. Surrender to the bittersweet feeling of hopelessness. This spot will be your grave, and the sun your executioner. But it will be no swift act of mercy. No, you will be tortured, and keep wishing for it all to just end. It's time to cry. You expected sweet relief, the only one still possible for a tortured convict awaiting a death sentence. But your dry eyelids betray you, and your hoarse cries are absorbed by the thick, cruel air surrounding you, forcing you to keep all of your anguish inside, forever. That's the desert, in a dream. You trusted your guide to lead you through the desert, but ended up facing the sun's merciless judgment. Alone. That's a dream recalled. We out to check out. You tried to leave this damn motel. No way out. You're getting an electric guitar for Christmas, Ingress. Boy with ook. Nice, my dude. So you're no longer a little boy with an ook. You're like a little boy with a electric guitar. That's pretty good, man. Keep it up. Yes, and I have a question. Ever heard of the guiding light mission? Instead of answering, he stays silent. His bushy eyebrows shoot up like rockets, his eyes widening as if some unfathomable truth had just been revealed. But then, just as quickly, his composure returns. Waiting for your gate to open. You're going to China? Yippee! Nice, definitely! Merry Christmas! Have a good time in China! Take some good pictures. They got, from what I've seen, they got some pretty good architecture and some landscapes. Yeah, have fun, for sure. Guiding light, why do you want to know that? I ask first, so you answer first, and don't skip any details. Your curiosity is commendable, but I'd prefer it if you focused on your therapy with the same level of enthusiasm. He dodged the question like he was swerving to avoid stray animal while speeding down a desert road. Not only that, the absence of the usual follow-up question, something like, how is that related to you, is highly unusual as well. Suspicious. I need to dig deeper. Gideon Fink. Hello, Aggie. Hello, Raptor. Merry Christmas, guys. Exciting, isn't it? You could get used to this. It's like a puzzle, and you can't help but want to see it through to the end. He glances at the clock, as always.
Right. That's it for today.
Clack.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Whatever you say, Doctor. Wait. Did you feel that weight shifting in your pocket, like something is in there when nothing should be? That shouldn't be possible. But it is happening. Didn't you put something in that pocket in the previous loop? It's Frank's fucking phone. Yep. However, improbable, Frank's phone is still there. Which means you know shit all about the way this loop thingy actually works. All of a sudden, everything starts feeling wrong. You feel overwhelmed even by such an instinctive task as breathing.
Mr. Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
No, man. I just got 3 fucking points. They are about to send me on a fucking misadventure is what they're about to do. Your throat tightens with a noose made of pure anxiety. You thought it was over and done. Did you? Try to untangle that noose before it chokes you dead. That's an emotional check. Yes! I'm so indifferent about this whole affair. Whatever, dude. You've battled anxiety once before and emerged as the victor. This gives you strength to grab that rope woven from pure unease and tear it to shreds. Breaths come back again. Shallow at first, then deeper. Hello, Momo. 3 a.m. Holy, dude. So what if Frank's phone doesn't abide by the rules of the loop as you know them? That only means you've learned something new, something that might help you get the hell out of here. I'm fine, Doc. For a moment I thought I left my oven on, but then I realized I have a picture of it. I'm alright, Dr. Fink. I started tripping myself down a rabbit hole, but realized it's not that important.
Excellent, Mr. Harrow. I can tell we will have an easy collaboration, since you already have established protocols for overcoming your own conditions.
Thank you, Doctor. Your fingers find the unlock button, the screen bleeps to life, but once again it only shows the insistent blinking of a thirsty battery.
And if that is all?
Good night. Do you have a spare charger by any chance?
No, unfortunately. Good night, Mr. Harrow.
Good night. You got a spare brick of cum by any chance? I need this motherfucker's password is what I need. You got a new bike, 2 robes, new Crocs, new shoes, Johan. Damn, brother, nice. Your parents must really like your feet. That kid better not come and just say stop cussing because I'm 9, Aggie. It's kind of funny. Nobody ever comes in when they're 6 or 7. What the heck's with that? Is this ReZero the sequel? Might as well be, definitely. I do die by a nuclear blast every cycle, so ReZero Part 2. It's all psychological torture. His phone doesn't seem to reset like everything else in the time loop. Its location, content, and unfortunately battery is unaffected. The phone is permanent. It defies the laws of the loop. You managed to bring the phone back to life. The good news, it defies the loop, so the battery won't reset. Bad news, it defies the loop, so the battery will run out sooner or later. You'll have to charge it again. That's weird, because I've been holding on to that battery for a good while now. Gideon Fink. He used to work for Coral Destiny and seemed uneasy when you asked him about the Guiding Light mission. I have to get inside Dr. Fink's room. They gave me a green tick. We already knew the information, so we got the energy points. Sweet. You need to get into Dr. Fink's room and discover what secrets he's hiding from the world. Luckily for me, I know where the master key is. It's me, Dr. Fink. Hello, Vincent. What's up?
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Guy can look in the mirror. Creep up to the window eagerly. Well, he's still there, isn't he? You position yourself strategically in front of the window, finding the perfect angle. The blinds block much of the room, but your focus on the doctor remains undisturbed. Through the blinds, you can see the good doctor still seated in his chair, but something else grabs your attention. You're so used to the relentless barrage that the silence hits you even harder when it stops.
Just what do you think you're doing?
I'm fucking being a creep. At least the vending machine got a break, though. Not the kind Riley hoped for. Sorry, I was just leaving.
So I've noticed. Weirdo.
Fuck you, Riley. Can you tell me a riddle? Yeah. More presents are coming? Nice. Your parents gave you a grade of dust and their broken dreams for Christmas? Sounds about right, definitely. I'm older than... You're older than me, Cherry. Got a new dust filter for a Hoover. Nice, dude. That's a good one. Oh, it's a Breaking Bad joke. Ah, fuck. I thought you were actually talking about it. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. You like dick? Is that what you're asking me, Roland? Are you talking about big veiny penis? You got 2 masks for Christmas, Vincent. Are you also doing a joke? A lot of jokers going around. Hello, Elector, what's up? Do I watch anime? I do, Aggie. I've not watched an anime in like a month, though. I've been so busy. I think a washed-up grade 9 fixer just appeared with a quiz. So, what a question. She muttered the last word under her breath, and surprisingly, it stung. You might want to wait until no one's around. Besides, the doc doesn't exactly seem to be in a hurry at the moment. Alright. I'm sure this is gonna be like I'm sure there's like a million ways to pass the time. Nothing that I'm familiar with, though. We have a fuckload of fucking inspiration, dude. You thief. Come on, you thief. Plus, I need the MasterCard anyway. Which is not in here. The Master Keycard's gonna be upstairs. And a whole gaming setup. Damn. Hello, Angel. What's up? Did she punch that vending machine? She's punching the hell out of that vending machine. Excuse me, Mr. Jason Burns. Send me to retrieve the mat. What do you know about Dr. Gideon Fate? Can I ask this guy about Dr. Fate? Who? Here we go again. Older gentleman, bushy eyebrows, glasses, beard, lives downstairs, psychotherapist. Ring any bells?
Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times.
What's my favorite game, Johan? Team Fortress 2.
I didn't know he was a therapist, or that he lived here. Go figure.
How old am I? I'm 27. Definitely yarn? Heard any rumors?
Nope. Like I said, I've seen him passing by, but that's about it.
This motherfucker's ready to talk to anybody that knocks on the door.
Why are you asking about him anyway?
You play TF2? I play TF2 every Friday. He's my therapist. Figured I should know what I'm getting into.
I see. Ever tried doing something about your problem or issue or whatever it is?
Do enlighten me about trying.
Problems don't get solved by talking. They get solved by action. Real action. Tangible results.
He leans in slightly like he's letting you in on some great universal truth.
Can't sleep? Take a pill. Or tire yourself out. Feel anxious for no reason? Act in spite of it. Life beats you down? We're all waiting for the same shit. Get up and hit back. Enough talk about the bad. Move. Even a misstep is still a step. String enough of them together and suddenly you're not stuck anymore. The rut's behind you. Fading
like a bad dream.
That's how I see things anyway.
Thoughts on Monoculus? Big fan. Might be my favorite TF2 boss. Let me think. Let me look at the TF2 boss list, actually. Boss list. What do we got? Well, the Skeleton King's a good one. Horseless Headless Horseman, Erasmus, Monoculus, the Skeleton King, Krampus. I don't think I've ever fought Krampus. I don't think I've ever done the King of the Hill Krampus map. When did this map drop? 2023. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played the Krampus map. I didn't know you could kill his ass, either. Yeah, I think my favorite of the official bosses that can be, like, summoned in TF2 like that, I think my favorite is Monoculus. I'm calling you gay, son. Roland is dying. That's fine. Merry Crackmas. Merry Crackmas, everybody. Hello, Gabriel. Right. Thanks for the perspective. He just shrugs, unbothered. You never talk to him. He grins, easy and sincere.
Nope. I'm not the type who thinks talking about feelings solves anything.
Man after my own heart, I guess.
Am I? You sure switch opinions fast.
Thanks for sharing, I guess. I'm not gonna fight with him. I don't really give a shit, man. The receptionist sent me to retrieve the key.
Oh, right. Let's see.
I'm in the middle of something. You're gonna get EV, Jack. Like a car? Damn, brother, nice. I should have gotten an electric vehicle.
Ah, it's right there.
Do I watch Smiling Friends, Leander? I watched like the first 3 episodes of the first season, but then I was like, this... I don't think it's for me, honestly. It seems funny, but I think of the first 3 episodes that I did watch, I think I only like laughed once, and then by the time I got to the end of it, I was just like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Have I watched Solar Opposites? I did watch a little bit of Solar Opposites, yeah. Thanks. Alright, Master Keycard gathered. So I can get in. Still waiting for, what's her name, to dip. Oh, I was gonna say still waiting for her to dip on that coffee, but I know exactly how to get her to dip on that coffee, and that's to get her a coffee. Thief. Hey! Maybe I can help.
Sure.
Give it a go. Keep watching it. Even if you want to quit YouTube, you just have to keep going. Super Monkey Ball for the GameCube? Oh, pimp, bro. I knew I liked you. And then they dapped them up. Oh shit. We can ask her a lot of fucking questions. Well, I guess we'll start with Coral Destiny. That's might be... I like to think I've learned a thing or two in my 11 years there. She sees the confusion on your face and giggles, but there's no malice in her laughter. Oh yeah, I worked there. Damn it, worked there, worked. It's kind of tough to get used to the new reality. Absent-mindedly, she scratches her jacket where the company patch is sewn into the fabric. She got fired, her ass got fired. Hello, Pine, what's up? Gotta go, Electra, have a good night, man. Spies with gambling. Oh. Taking on a lot of debt for it, but how good the prices are right now, even after I pay back the full loan with interest, I'll be under what the car should have cost. I see. Paid for an EV like a few days ago. It's good enough. Yeah. I'm also financing, Jack. Probably my biggest regret when moving out here to Seattle from Texas was buying a car. Well, in the heat of the moment, I was like, I need a car to get out of here. But thinking back on it now, I was like, damn, I should have just rented a U-Haul or something. Or like a bigger car, or any other car. Hello, Enzo, what's up? How much has your Christmas? It's going pretty good. I haven't opened any of my presents yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Have I watched the new Stranger Things season? No. I think I watched maybe the first episode of Stranger Things, I think, but then I was like, this is not for me. Good night, Graham. Thank you for stopping in, man. Have a good one. Have a Merry Christmas, Graham. Strange men. Strange men. So what do you do there? I don't think I understand what exactly the company does. Well, you must have been living under a rock then. Miss Holmes has been preaching about it to anybody who wants to listen, and plenty who don't, like our elderly congresspeople. The ultimate goal of the company is to establish a colony on Mars that will trade resources, mostly rare Earth stuff, with Earth until we can establish self-sufficiency, and until the colony is set up. Well, anything they, need to do to get there. So what did you do there? I'm an engineering specializing in automation and robotics. I was also training to be an astronaut, but... She makes a lips-zipped tight gesture. That's all I could say. Destiny had me sign some book-long NDAs. What's up with the company name? Your boyfriend said hi. Hi, Cherry's boyfriend. Make sure to bother the wizard. Is your avatar a girl or boy? Because it looks like a girl on your profile and my avatar. Who knows, Johan? I guess that's up for you. I think that's up for you to decide. Hope you get your presents. Me too, Pine. It makes sense when you think about it. Mars is our destiny. If we want to survive and thrive as a species, it's our first stepping stone to colonizing the whole solar system. And then, she shuts her lips so fast you almost hear her clap. Sorry, I'm kinda evangelizing here. Miss Holmes always insisted that every one of us should be the company's ambassador. It's kinda hard to get out of that mindset, you know? Miss Holmes named the company. As I said, Mars is our destiny. And the planet's red, so that's just where coral comes from. I guess that's her favorite color. She often dresses all in coral. Ew. Hello, Luigi. Big fan of Big fan of your games and such. YouTube keeps hiding your messages, Leander. What are you saying, brother? Have a good night, Pine. Merry Christmas. Your non-existent girlfriend said hello? Alright, definitely. We'll tell your non-existent girlfriend I said hello back. What kind of car did I get? My car was used, and it's a Toyota Corolla Cross. Your dad got me an actual PC. He said I would get one next Christmas, which makes this Christmas awesome. Nice, Bob. Hell yeah, dude. Getting a fucking PC for Christmas always kicks ass. You can't say anything over PG-6 because YouTube is sensitive. Yeah, it is. I set my YouTube moderation on basic. There's 2 other tiers. There's basic, there's like middling or some shit like that, and then there's like a really high restriction. I can't imagine what like the harshest like YouTube chat restriction is, because the fact I've seen some of the stuff you guys say and it's like not that serious. You're still using Linux, Bob. That's funny. Why is it always a Toyota for used cars? Because they last a long time. Because that's the only used car on the market. Every other used car gets sent to the every other type of car gets sent to the scrap yard. So why don't you work there anymore? You know, I don't really want to talk about that. Still sorting things out. Sucks to be fired, I should know. Can't be easy to be unemployed, not in this market. Don't you worry about me, I'll manage. You know, people around here just don't give a damn about Coral Destiny. I mean, those that don't actively hate it. I guess when you're living in such close proximity to the future, you kind of get desensitized. It is nice to talk to someone who cares. You're probably familiar with the guiding light mission and the accident. Her face turns sour at the mention of the mission, eyes narrowing as they lock onto doors.
Tattoo on my forehead that says I worked at Coral Destiny, or is it just my energy today?
Well, we just talked about it. You're probably wondering how I knew you worked at Coral Destiny, but that's because we just talked about it. When will I send merch and my own plushies? Not anytime soon, I'll tell you that much. Drugs? Apollinar... How do I say that? Apollonia? Apollina? Oh, Apollina? Don't read the name. Apollina Ortiz, 1898. I only got to celebrate one Christmas with your dad, Jerry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. One plushie collection. Well, you might have mentioned it earlier today, at some point. Oh, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
What are you talking about? We just met.
Sorry, I misspoke. I think I heard someone mention it, but I'm not sure who.
Right. A random person just happened to mention my name in my old workplace. Totally legit.
She's scared, dude.
Even though I no longer work there, don't think you're getting any insider info. I signed some seriously long NDAs.
Just asking about general information.
I see. Well, I suppose I can tell you what I know. Just don't expect much.
Can't say shit. Also produced wrong? Well, happens to the best of us. Hello, Espion, what's up? ATP, I'll just buy a purple Chevy Impala with no power steering, four-wheel drive... Four-wheel steering? Four-wheel steering? Does 4WS mean four-wheel steering? V8 triple turbo? Jesus! Thick wheels, Bose suspension, and a ton of spoilers stacked onto each other on the back? That's fucking... Jesus! It's like a $200,000 car. Triple turbo V8 is very funny. The curb weight on that car has to be like a house, dude. That's like 10 tons. Amazon is selling cars now? Yeah. I figured that out a little too late. When they start selling the Slate truck, that's funny. What kind of phone do I have? A Samsung. You can't say anything negative about YouTube, Leander? That's hilarious. If you say anything negative about YouTube, it just cuts your message. That's so funny.
Do you need the whole story from the beginning, or just the part about the accident?
I know the basic info, but it wouldn't hurt to hear it again.
Guiding Light was a crewed space mission destined for Mars. The mission was to prepare the groundwork for a future colony. It carried supplies, everything from food to construction materials.
She pauses for a moment, her gaze drifting off. But unfortunately, due to the accident, the mission failed, and the entire colonization effort was set back significantly. You can hear it, traces of mixed emotions in her voice, like a mismatched salad made of garlic, cucumber, and a rotten apple. Question is, why? You seem pretty personally wrapped up in this whole colonization effort.
Of all the reasons I should be angry about that entire mess, that's the least of them.
For you, it still shows, but for everyone else, it doesn't show up? That's hilarious. Who's better, Santa or the elf on the shelf? Are you asking me about the movies, Johan? I don't think I've seen either of those. Hello, Hannah, what's up? The Red Company is fraudulent and highly corrupt. I could call them unthinkable things. That's just a regular company, man. Ain't nothing corrupt and fraudulent about a regular corporate structure. Oh, Cherry said it! Do I like cats? I do, Espion. I do like cats. Hello, Bonnie. She looks aside, shaking her head as if in disbelief before turning her gaze back to you.
Now, concerning the accident. The moment they could, Coral Destiny launched an official investigation. The conclusion? Human error.
They assassinated the Cookie Monster? Okay, you got my ass. That's pretty fraudulent. That's pretty evil. You can't sleep because you have horrible nightmares, Hannah? My recommendation would be a melatonin. Does Morse code show? Does it? Purple guy took Bonnie's face. Nothing's corrupt if everything's corrupt? I don't know. A hard drive can be corrupt. A company can't. That's the whole point of a company.
Specifically, Judy Resnick, the mission commander. She deviated from procedure, and her actions led to the explosion of the vessel. Everyone on board lost their lives.
That sounds fucking terrible.
It is.
The silence that follows speaks louder than any explanation ever could, heavier than 100 words. Did you know Judy? Something shifts in her, almost imperceptibly, but you feel it. Suddenly, there's a distance, a barrier that wasn't there just a moment ago.
You know what? I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
She says it with finality, her voice dropping into a tone that leaves no room for argument.
Explain what happened, and as far as I'm concerned, that's enough. Well, this was fun and all, but gotta go. Thanks for the coffee.
Thanks for the coffee. Do I have any cats? I do not, Espion. I don't keep any pets, but a lot of my friends and coworkers have pets, so I just bum the pets off of them when I want to hang out with them. Zebebzi? There's too many people in chat, Cherry. Cherry, I love how your perfect amount of people is, like, 6 or 7. The second that, like, I like how there's just, like, when there's not enough people, it's too scary, but when there's too many people, it's, like, awful. Adorkable. You have nightmares about your stepmom. She was literally a monster. She hits my baby sister and I had to protect her. She's still a baby. What, your baby sister didn't hit back? Damn. Could be me. If I were a baby and they were beating me, I'm built different, man. I'd be hitting back. The mail! She turns around and leaves. Goodbye. Goodbye, silly Riley. I want to go listen in on our conversation. I don't know why that only took a minute for me to ask all of those questions. That kind of freaked me out. She used to work at Coral Destiny as an engineer specialized in automation and robotics and was also training to be an astronaut. I think I'm gonna hit the Kuiper Belt. We have to sneak in here, creep up on the window. Pressing your face against the window, your leg twitches uncontrollably, refusing to settle down. The blinds obscure most of the view, but you catch a fleeting glimpse of the doctor, though you can't get a clear look. By the looks of it, the doc's made himself right at home at your respawn point, kicked back, feet up, relaxing in the breeze like he's on vacation. Press your ear against the window. What is the best thing in my entire life? Probably jerking off. You realize he's lulling himself into a soothing trance-guided meditation, softly spilling from his phone speakers. Somehow, the muffled voice sinks even lower than his own. So that's his idea of self-care. Meanwhile, you get called to the world capital of nothing for the same purpose. Do you think I can get in? You never thought you'd want to use the door from the outside, didn't you? He is lights out, brother. This man is stiff as a board on that couch. That does not look comfortable at all. Jesus. What's my biggest mistake? Beefsteak in my life? I don't know. I've made way too many. Dude, my little sister's only 12 months old. What is she supposed to do to kick my stepmom's ass? Listen, I don't know what your little sister's supposed to do at 12 to beat your stepmom's ass. But if I were 6 months old, I'm built different. I simply would have kicked my stepmom's ass. That's all I got. Merry Christmas, Espeon. Merry Christmas. Even when you grabbed the doorknob, you heard a faint rustling from the other side of the door like the wind whispering or the purling of water. You half expected to see Fink sitting in the chair, writing immutable. Well, instead of that, you see him lying on the couch, eyes closed, his jacket thrown away carelessly, his shoes discarded. And those strange noises weren't a part of your troubled psyche. It seems that the doctor is playing some soothing music on his phone. Quickly close the door. Better leave before he sees me. The muscles in your arm are burning with adrenaline and tension, but before you can seal the door shut, Fink shoots up, puts his glasses on, and looks you straight in the eyes.
Mr. Harrow, what are you doing here?
Boo! My grandfather had an onion farm like a giant one, and he would take a nap when he gets tired, and I know that he completely won at life. Small farmers, man. You're drunk again, Cherry? My biggest beefsteak? The one I had today. You know what I'm saying? I'm the baby and the queens don't cry meme. That's right. I'm popping out like I'm about to beat somebody up. He bends his leg, hiding his feet under his thighs. I remembered something, and it's super important. He raises his hand, cutting short any conversation.
I understand your need, Mr. Harrow, but there are a number of reasons why we see each other only during scheduled appointments.
Hi, Chiz. What's up? Airport beer hits different, definitely. Nice. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Please, respect my working hours and my free time, as well as my private space. Thank you.
But anyway, I don't trust men as easily, but I really feel safer with you. You make me feel calm. I feel a soft peace around you. I see a kind guy. You're sweet, kind, gentle. I feel safe and not afraid. Yours is a red butt. You have no clue that I'm on your ceiling staring down at you. Nice. Nice. Agree. Thank you, Cherry. He doesn't even wait for an answer, closing the door in your face. You hear the mechanical clinks and clangs of the lock from the other side. Not getting back in there. I'm gonna go hit the Kuiper Belt, I think. I'm gonna hit the roadblock. I haven't been to the roadblock in a while. Let's pace around like we have nowhere to be. You like them crazy? I should too. Very good. Very good. What would I do without you guys? Should we wait for something interesting to happen? Oh, we can inspect the P-spot again. We can inspect the P-spot again. The creek flows on, uncontrolled, untroubled by the worries of the world, or of you for that matter. Suddenly, you recall a gloriously dubious article about water memory you once churned out for one totally reputable pseudoscience website. Ridiculous hypothesis, right? But shouldn't time loops be just as improbable? Piss on it. While I'm at it, piss on the creek as well. Ruminate on that fact. Does the creek remember? It marinates in your brain until the absurdity of it hits you like a ton of bricks. Oh, I can't... Ugh. I could have pissed in the lake. I could have pissed in the river again. You're being silenced. I think you are, man. What's happening, dude? Need to be a god of spelling? Hello, kinda. Walk up to the edge, sit down. Trust everyone but you, Theo. You obviously intend to eat all of us to gain our strength. That is the general idea. I'm actually trying to lure all of you in so I can compress you all into like a big cube. Like, you know, when you're scooping out the like a French bread loaf to fill it with stuff, and then you eat the leftover bread, or like when you get a fruit roll up and squish it up. That's kind of what I'm gonna do with you guys. Hello, Malin. Oh, I love your last name. I'm good. How are you, Theodore? You're in 7th grade, you're 12, and also your school is in Lexington. Lexington, Virginia? Lexington, North Carolina? I don't remember where Lexington is, sorry. Like in Jujutsu Kaisen? Do they do that? Does some motherfucker ball somebody up and eat him? Let's wait. Other than the monotonous hum of the creek to which you contributed your bodily fluids, nothing interesting happens. You still see the silhouette of the motel sign in the distance as you feel time pass. We're gonna let the... I got a phone call. I'm not picking that up, though. Gone. But what's that? You see Jason Burns, gasping for breath while riding a bicycle. He makes it out here in 21 minutes. Holy shit, poor guy is in a hurry. You live in Kentucky. Kentuckus. You hate Smith, so you like Theodore? It's a good one. Just join. Hello, Zoe. Why are people sharing too much information? I have no idea. The Biss Zone. People like doing that, man. Also, everybody who joins this stream is like 12, and they have like no anecdotes or like questions about like the world, because their brains aren't formed yet. So they're just like, well, here's the first information I remember, and it's like my zip code. It's very funny. You live in India, West Bengal. Even your Morse code is being removed, Leander? No shot. They hate you, man. They hate you. It's like the early internet. You already know he will be soaked before he even reaches the bar. I wonder, can I give him a ride? Is there a way I can give him a ride? Go to the motel, gas station, the graveyard. Nah. We're already this far, we might as well hit the Kuiper Belt. Also, that's everything I could learn from the bridge. Can you call me Autumn, please? I go by. Sorry, I have too much to ask. Zoe, you can change your username inside YouTube. There's definitely a way to do it. I would recommend that if you want me to call you something, because I can't remember everybody's names. You'll talk in sign language. Do I play Roblox? I do play Roblox. You live in Bangkok, definitely. Nice. How is that? How is Thailand? I'm fucking soaked, dude. I'm soaked and the power went out. Is that... That is Jason Burns information. You saw him at the roadside block riding a bicycle north. Right in the back. Sorry? It's not your fault, man. It's just, I'm old. What's my username in Roblox? The same username that of the channel you are currently partaking in. I barely play Roblox. I do barely play Roblox. Have I been down to this road before? Where is this? Where am I going? I'm about to die. Where was that? Have I walked down those stairs before? What the fuck?
with me, Mr. Harrow?
The desert. Damn the desert. I got a question, Doc. Could you help me make sense of a dream I had? A dream? The doctor raises his left eyebrow, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it'd be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we don't have at hand right now. But I worry I might forget some of the details if we wait till tomorrow. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today, focusing on the most vivid aspects, and we'll continue with the deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please go ahead and share your dream. It's time to share the dream of the desert. Alright. And that's when I woke up, with the feeling of dread. Dr. Fink nods, glancing between you and the page as he takes notes here and there. Thank you for sharing it with me, Mr. Harrow. I understand it wasn't easy. How about we take a look at the key moments of the dream? The guide, the sun, the desert. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? Hello, Girl Shadow. What's up? Just changed it, Autumn. Nice. Hello, Autumn. The guide was supposed to be my safety net, someone I could rely on. I understand. When you say safety or rely on, could you elaborate a bit? What does that mean for you, personally? Someone will stand by me no matter the odds or the circumstances, that I can trust a person to lead me or follow me without any doubt. Someone will stand by me no matter the odds or the circumstances. I see. So you trust the guide. You fall into step with her rhythm. That's what being squarely attached to someone feels like. Your steps syncing with theirs, almost without thinking about it. But upon entering the desert, the space between you and the guide begins to grow. I tried to call her by name, but I couldn't. The desert had dried my throat completely, nothing came out. I tried to shrink the distance by switching to a jog, but it didn't work. The more I pushed myself, the further away she felt. You chose an anxious pursuit. You speed up, but the rhythm breaks and you lose the shared pace. Still, you push yourself. If you just do more or be more, she won't disappear. You watch him jot something down in his notebook with a quick, practiced motion. And how do you feel when you realize the guide was gone? I was hopeless, completely lost. And it makes perfect sense that you felt that way. In your dream, she was the only source of safety, so important that you did everything you could to stay connected to her. Yet despite all your efforts, when she vanished, you found yourself in a hostile environment. No shelter, no path, no guide, just you, despair, and the realization that you were completely alone. Now let's shift our focus to another element in your dream. Thank you, Doctor. Hatsune Miku! Yummy. Thank you, Girl Shadow. Sorry. The desert turned out to be a trap. Worse. It was one I walked into willingly. But it didn't start as a desert. At first there was still tall grass, and if I remember correctly, you knew it would eventually turn into a desert, did you not? Those patches of dry land didn't look so frightening at first. True, I knew what was coming, but I thought I had a guide. Those patches of dry land didn't look so frightening at first. Understandable. In that abundance of life and cheerfulness that is the tall grass, an occasional dry patch can hardly convey the magnitude of the desert and its lack of life. So the lush vegetation gave way to dry, lifeless sand, and the path, which was giving you clear direction, disappeared under your feet. How do you feel about finding yourself in a situation like that? Should have turned back as soon as the clear path forward was no longer visible. I shouldn't have entered the desert if I didn't want to die in the desert. Interesting. Interesting answers. I shouldn't have entered the desert if I didn't want to die in the desert. So you think you should have anticipated what would follow. The way I see it, the desert symbolizes the difficulties we came across in a relationship, or even life in general. So when you're left there by someone you trusted, you figure, I would never have ended up in this lifeless place if I hadn't let that person guide me there in the first place. Okay, it's time we moved on to another symbol. Good God. Really getting the rundown here. What's my favorite snack? Oh, I don't really snack, Girl Shadow. I do like brownies, though. How's my day been? It's Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. It's been good. I made a roast. I made a brisket roast for dinner. It was tasty. And now I have a lot of brisket for leftovers. Roses are red, violets are blue, my heart is dead, I'm such a fool, why did I fall for you? Why did I fall for you? Not for you, by the way. Gotcha. We don't talk about Miku anymore? We don't talk about Miku very much anymore. Christmas was 2 days ago? What the fuck, Leander? You didn't tell me you were Canadian. The sun, its transformation from a gentle companion into an executioner hanging over me. That is quite a radical shift. What was the feeling in that moment when you realized it had turned on you? Terror, shock, like danger suddenly appearing from a place I never expected. And yet, in the dream, you chose to do nothing. You just collapsed and waited for your seemingly inescapable end. Well, I mean, I cried. Mr. Harrow, crying in a situation like that is more of an attempt to gain some relief. I wouldn't really count it as an action meant to change your circumstances. Why didn't you try to retrace your steps back to the vegetation? Why was there no attempt to improvise some kind of protection? A makeshift hat? A shelter? Anything? Why was there no struggle? Only surrender? I burned through all my strength chasing the guy. There was nothing left in me. The path disappeared when we entered the desert, so I didn't know where to go. I felt completely lost. I burned through all my strength chasing the guide. There was nothing left in me. Be that as it may, allow me to point out something that seems obvious in the dream. The moment the sun flips from friendly to hostile, you seem to completely give up and decide there's no point in living anymore. There's a sense of finality in how you describe it, but even in the dream, you are not really executed. You just lay there, waiting to die. And instead of dying, one could imagine that you eventually find your strength again and get up. Perhaps the rain comes, or someone passes by, maybe even becoming your new guide. The doctor's gaze is deep and intent. Somewhere behind those eyes, his mind is working hard to connect all the dots you've just laid out. Hello, dear demon, what's up? That's a good one, man. Hello, Glass Bros. Now let's take a step back and look at the dream as a whole. You begin this journey confident in your guide to help you cross the desert, but as the dream unfolds, everything starts to fall apart. No matter how much effort you pour into keeping her in sight, pushing yourself harder, refusing to blink, you still end up losing her, which means losing your lifeline. In the end, you collapse onto the ground, bracing yourself for what feels like an unavoidable doom. I would argue that this dream is telling you something, that if someone dear to you disappears from your life one day, it will be the end of you. That's why keeping a safe distance from others is important. Not if I leave before they can hurt me. Not if I leave before they can hurt me, Doc. That's one way to approach people. In the long run, though, it will look and feel as if you simply vanish from the relationship, never really stepping into the picture at all. I'd say the whole dream is your projection of what may happen when there's trouble on the horizon in a relationship, and of your instinct to dodge any pain that might come with it. It seems like you decided you won't trust any guide ever to lead you through the desert again, and will simply stay in the tall grass instead, alone. But by doing so, you have foregone a chance of ever reaching forests and jungles or any other magnificent biomes living beyond the desert. He takes a deep breath before he continues, almost like preparing to dive deep. Uh-oh. Am I reading a script? Is that a script? No, you have to look at your screen. You got Demon Slayer stuff for Christmas, Girl Shadow? Nice, that's good. It's too much for your pea brain, Cherry. Well, at least you're in the horizontal chat, Cherry. You can take refuge there. Tell me, Mr. Harrow, does dealing with trouble in relationships feel overwhelming to you? So overwhelming that just anticipating the hurt already makes you want to pull back? Or even leave altogether? I'm not fond of being in pain, if that's what you're asking. I like to act instead of react. So, a storm appears on the horizon, at least from your point of view, and your reaction is to start pulling away. It begs another question. Are the experiences before the storm really worth the trouble that comes after? If we take that logic to its extreme, it suggests that getting close to other people and forming any meaningful connection should be avoided, because the pain will come sooner or later. The question is that a life worth living? So you're asking me to embrace pain just so my existence can count as meaningful. Mr. Harrow, I'm not asking anything of you. Not here, not in this particular story. I'm simply listening and following your logic to its conclusion. Think about all of this. Let it settle. Next time, we can return to this dream of yours with a fresh perspective and clear heads. He glances at the clock, as
Right.
always.
That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room
Thank
is probably
you.
ready by now.
Thanks, Doc. Alright. I am going to save really quick. And then I'm going to take a quick break. I gotta hit the bathroom and refill my water. BRB. Merry Christmas, everybody. I am back again, and I peed my brains out, and I didn't fall in the toilet. It's a Christmas miracle. Alright. Also, just gonna pop up, Cockmaster Part 2 just subscribed, just followed me on Twitch. Pretty happy about that. That's a Christmas gift for me, personally. Who wants food? Do you want food? I could go for some food, Johan. You have to go to bed? I thought you just offered me food. Well, have a good night, Johan, if you're taking off. Alright, let's keep the beat. We've got some stuff to do. We have to sneak into Dr. Fink's room. While he's a little more in-depth with his sleepiness. We have to search Max's room, but we have to find out where Max's room even is. Maxine's room? Is it? It's not in the hotel, is it?
Open if I have to. Yes, Rue Valley Motel.
Yes, a Rue Valley Motel. Maxine's room is not in the hotel, is it? Am I stupid? You haven't slept in 2 days? Couldn't be me. I need your key card.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Ah, It's right.
Thanks. Thanks, Jason. You the best killer. That's my room. That's Frank's room. You think I can go into his room after he leaves? That's what's his name's room. That's my room. Whose room is this? No keycard on that one.
Coffee, you jerk!
Give me my coffee, you jerk! Alright, let me get her a coffee. Yo! Ridley! What up, killer?
Sure.
Oh, I want to take the stairs by Kuiper Belt as well. Oh, I can ask her more questions. What do you know about Dr. Fink?
Why do you ask? Is there a particular reason?
Never buy moo weed from the gas station? Moo weed is a funny one. Like a cow? I just want to know the man better.
Here's the thing about therapy. You don't need to know your therapist. All you need is trust. That's the point, right? Or so they say.
What do you think, pal? I see.
You didn't think you two were gonna be like friends, did you?
How's the weather? It's fucking cold outside, man. Says it's 42. I think my phone is lying to me, though, because it is, like, ice cold out there for a guy like myself. But I'm also only in a big shirt and socks right now. Of course not. I hoped.
Sorry to break it to you, but that's probably not the case. Most definitely, probably. Well, if you need help feeling better after I just crushed your dreams, go ahead. Ask away. Maybe my answers will help. Maybe not. Who knows?
Who knows? First of all, how long has Dr. Fink been living and working here?
If you're asking how long he's been in Rue Valley, at least 10 years.
Damn.
He came here to work for Coral Destiny. Lived and worked on campus at Starbase 1. That was his life. Until a few years ago.
No one's answering you, Chiss? No, I don't think anybody's seeing your questions. What's your question?
Specifically, he stopped working for them 2 years ago. Packed up, left the campus, and moved to the motel. He's been living and working there ever since.
2 years ago? Oddly specific thing to have locked in your memory. She shrugs, her tone casual, but her body language portraying something else. A secret, hesitation, or just tiredness. Any idea? Just stop, just like that? That's suspicious.
Yeah, well, you'll have to ask him for the details. All I know is he quit and ended up here.
Okay.
I mean, back then, all I ever heard were praises from the people who worked with him. Not me, though, for better or for worse.
Tell me, what's the trick? How'd you slip past him?
I didn't. We had an interview back when he was at Coral Destiny. He said I showed high resilience in stressful situations. Strong adaptability. Should have put sarcasm and gallows humor on the list. But hey, he told me I could talk to him if I ever felt the need, and that was that.
That was that. Never mind, so you want your free food? I do want free food! Yummy!
So I guess me handling stress well is the answer? Sorry, no cheat code for skipping therapy.
You'll interact with viewers that show up a lot, Cherry? Makes sense. I get it. Here? Yummy! What was he even doing there? He's not an engineer.
No, he isn't. But space exploration, colonization, it takes more than just engineers and scientists. Space travel grinds you down. Days, weeks, months inside a pressure-sealed can. Nothing but metal walls and the cold black outside. It does something to the mind. Ask any submariner. Ask any prisoner.
Damn.
And then you land and you realize... this is it. The rest of your life. A foreign sky overhead. A different gravity under your feet. A planet that does not love you. Does not want you there. And home? You'll never see it again. Dr. Fink's experience in selecting the right people and teaching them to endure the pressure, clear their heads, make the right call when everything is wrong. Tolerate the unknown. It was invaluable. Without the best people with the right set of skills, you won't last long out there.
I'd never be that weak.
That's what they all say.
I'd never be
Right
that
up until
weak.
the engines roar and the thrust kicks in, crushing you against your seat. The planet, your planet, shrinking in the viewport. And then it hits you.
Any idea what he did before Coral Destiny?
No clue. Probably more of the same, helping people or, whatever you want to call it.
He's got the look. Someone who's been through it, knows what he's doing.
His methods are unique, in a way. But that doesn't mean they don't work. They work for my brother. That's all I need to know. And for that, I'm grateful.
I think I'm out of questions about Doc Fink.
Good timing. I'm
Well-
fresh out of answers.
I'll hit you with the fiery sky then. Have you ever seen the sky suddenly turn red in these parts?
You mean when there's a rocket launch?
That's exactly what it is. What? She looks at your face, noticing your
You
confusion.
must have heard of Coral Destiny, right?
That sounds familiar. She nods, obviously happy you know at least something about the world around you.
Well, Coral Destiny operates a spaceport not too far from here. And when there's a rocket launch, you can see the whole sky ablaze with this mesmerizing red hue, like a portal to another world. Even from here, it looks amazing. And your timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a launch scheduled for tonight at 8:45.
8:45.
Unless...
She looks toward the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. They may call it off because of the storm, but I doubt it. Are you gonna watch?
Not this time. I have other plans.
Not this time. I have other plans. She's gonna stand around at the graveyard for the next hour and a half. What's 32 plus 35? Oh shit! Is it 6-7? Just a guess. Not even gonna do the math in my head. Just gonna assume. At 8:47 p.m., Coral Destiny launches a rocket into space. It seems that launches like this happen often around here. It's doubtful it has anything to do with the time loop, and it's nothing more than a coincidence. Something tells me it has everything to do with the time loop. Not sure why it's giving me details about that. Okay. Thank you, Ridley. You the best girl. I'm gonna hit the Kuiper Belt. You don't know you asked me? Fuck if I know, man. Oh, I'm hitting that steering wheel good. Let me pick up the phone again. See what the deal is. It's the same motherfucker every time.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Speaking.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a...
I have a question first, Mr. Rugger.
But of course, Mr. Harrow. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. At
What
your
can you tell me
service,
about
as they say.
Dr. Fink? An interesting question, Mr. Harrow. First, though, I need to know your relationship to the person, so we can avoid any conflict of interest. I thought you already knew every detail in my case. He is my therapist. Excellent! Give me his full name so I can verify a few things. So-called Dr. Gideon Fink. Across a crackling phone line, struggling to hold a connection, you hear the frantic clicks and clacks of furious typing.
He is not in our database. Meaning none of our clients have been assigned to this Dr. Fink.
Nor have we cooperated with him in any capacity. That makes everything so much easier. I thought you would know my name is Theodore after all. Are you thinking of filing a complaint against him, or his practice, with valid grounds that could greatly strengthen your case? She wanted more information about him, not a lawsuit. Mr. Harrow, I'd never push you either way, let alone influence your course of action. I'm just here to support whatever you decide to do. That being said, do you suspect he's unfit for the task, wasting your time, leaving you stuck wherever that may be? I'm not sure, honestly. We've only just started therapy. You can see him starting to come around to the therapy, Can I talk like an Alpha Sigma? No? What does that even mean? What does that even sound like? I could talk like a submissive Omega or whatever it is. I understand. The way it was described to me, it is a process. It takes time to see results or not. From what I'm hearing, you have enough on your plate. Please let our paralegal services help you, and we'll handle the heavy lifting, including dealing with this Dr. Link. Fink, Dr. Fink. I'm terribly sorry I got carried away with the thought of my company helping you deal with this individual. So can you tell me anything about him or not? Mr. Harrow, since you're so straightforward, I'll be just as direct. I don't actually know anything about Dr. Fink. With that being said, let me do some research on him, and I will be able to give you more information next time we speak. You're under no obligation to hire us. Consider this a gift of goodwill, an assurance that someone is working on your behalf. This conversation hasn't been really useful. Hi, Liv, what's up? Am I enjoying the game so far? I like when Dr. Fink analyzes the dreams. I like the game, don't get me wrong, it's good. But I especially like the part where Dr. Fink analyzes the dreams. The game is more Reddit than I thought it ever could be, but that's not bad. That's not bad per se. You know, the neoliberal turn did give us psychoanalysis, it's just the problem is that you probably shouldn't stop at the disciplines. There's more to life. As soon as this conversation is over, I will start digging, and when I find something, not if, when, I will give you a call. The mysterious doctor practically reeks of litigation. We will uncover the truth behind Dr. Pink in no time. The ka-ching of money is back in his tone. It's Fink. Right, my bad. Excitement and all that. Until such time, Mr. Harrow. Sure, whatever the fuck he says. I can't read that at all. Are you leaving, Leander? If so, bye. Customizing your ESSA. Emotional support stuffed animal, but what's your plan? I'm playing Rue Valley. Your emotional support stuffed animal sounds like a good time. What kind of animal? Oh, the ranch is down the stairs. It's a bit of a walk, but hey, it's downhill. No shit. That's where the ranch is. It's down there. We found the thing. The adventure into a long-term stream was a struggle, but now I'm finally back in the natural habitat. Nice. Shit, here we are at the K family farm. Oh, border collie live. Nice. A homecoming heirloom offers a welcome gift, casting the weight of generations behind the name. It has seen better days, for sure. Some welcome. Might as well read Haunted House Keep Out. Abandon all hope, ye who enter. Can I sit on the swing? An old swing hangs motionless, suspended by time. The chains creak ever so faintly in the breeze, but the seat, having been torn from one of the chains, refuses to sway. It reminds you of many different things. An old painting. Like a moment captured in time by a master's hand. A painter who came here every day, quietly, methodically, obsessively, until he stopped coming. Gross. I'm too lazy to tell Cherry to stop yapping. Can you read this out loud? Thank you. Get his ass, Cherry. Get his ass. Now it just hangs there, a monument to absence, a reminder that time makes fools of all of us. Even broken, it holds on. Maybe that's all that matters. Holding on. Exactly. It's not about swinging high anymore. It's about still being here. Tilted, damaged, defiant. I got an inspiration for that. Easy money. We in the farm, dude. We at the farm. I'm out here at the K family farm, using their outhouse. Using their poopy butt. Me? Yapping? I yapping. Frank, I know you're in there, you bastard. Even here on the front porch, you can hear music blasting from somewhere inside the house. Someone's having the time of their lives. The door looks brand new, unlike the rest of this accumulation of crumbling stone and rotting wood that could have been called the house. Once still, there's no doorknob. Next to the door, you notice an ancient bell button held together by layers and layers of yellow duct tape. Ring the bell. Oof. Surprisingly, it works. A large cowbell hanging above the door rings in unison with the electric one deep inside the house. You've been chatting with him. Get his ass, Jerry. But nothing happens. Surely no one inside could have heard you, not with the party raging somewhere in the house. You're in top 3, I ain't. Leander, you're top 2 in vertical chat. Oh. Ring the bell again. Again, nothing. It starts to look like no one will open this door except you. I'll try knocking. If they haven't heard the doorbell, what makes you think the knock will reach them? Fuck you. Try to open the door, perhaps it's unlocked. Wouldn't that be lucky? However, the wooden frame squeaks in protest and the door remains firmly shut. Let's walk away. They are having a fucking hoedown in there, man. I'm gonna sneak into the house. The house is old but secure. Surely there's a way inside. Why don't you test your luck with the most obvious entrance point? First, the door. Sure, let's give it a shake again. Break into the ranch house, push the door open with your back. Use your less fucked up shoulder to shove the door. Ooh! Congratulations! It has now become your more fucked up shoulder. Luckily, the loop reset should fix that. Well, hopefully. Perhaps it's time to stop being diplomatic and use a more forceful tactic. Push the door with your back. No, he hit it with his shoulder again. That's not what happened. Well, it was worth a try. Enough with the pleasantries. Let's bring this thing down. Let's kick this fucking door. Ooh, that had to hurt. That is a solid fucking door. Feels like it moved a tiny bit. Maybe? Don't do it, man. Oh! The door definitely budges this time, accompanied by a faint splintering noise akin to kindling breaking. But a wave of pain shoots through your legs, suggesting an alternate source of sound. Who needs a functioning foot anyhow? I got a hurt foot, which is hard to walk and impossible to run. Exactly. Continue to kick the door hard. Dude! Chill out, man! No! I'm gonna be here until the end of the world! So there you are! Kicking the door of a ruined house in the middle of nowhere. Oh, fuck. Why? Hello, Brian. I have no choice. I need to get in. Sure, it's either this or stay outside. Forever. You won't achieve much from getting in, though. Only a few minutes left until everything resets, and then you'll have to break in again. Not breaking down the door is just as pointless. That sounds like frustration, not a strategy. It's just kick, feel the pain, repeat. And believe the next kick will somehow break the door. Hope that the next loop will somehow be the last. That's all you can do. Perhaps you're afraid to admit it's all hopeless, because it would rid you of your only purpose, to break free from the loop. Ridiculous, I just need to kick harder. Alright, no need to get angry. You'll kick the door down and you'll get out of the loop, I get it. And you'll be back to your life, the one that brought you here in the first place. It'll be different, the loop has changed me. Yes, the loop has given you a clear purpose for the first time in years. Once it's over, though, once again, there will be nothing to fill the infinite void. Nevertheless, perhaps you hope the feeling of being given another chance will make things better. Hello, Elijah. And now they're gone, baby. They came in and picked a fight with you, Cherry, and now they're gone. Go away and let me kick in peace. You want me to go away? Maybe ask the doctor for another purple pill then. You don't want to hear it, but eventually you'll start feeling the void again. And then sooner or later, a moment of weakness will come and you'll trip down into it once more. You might crawl out again, even more than once, but each time you'll return to the starting point with a little less optimism and energy. Face it, even if you leave the loop will never leave you. It will be different this time. Oh fuck. Rage surges through you like a tsunami. You kick the door with every ounce of strength you have, even more than you knew you possessed. We're in. Sadly. That's the end of the world. Fuck! My loop, dude! Ah! Ah, we didn't even get to look for another way in. We just have to keep kicking the fucking door. I gotta get in there with a broken foot. You're tired as fuck, Elijah? Merry Christmas. And a Merry Christmas to you too, man. No questions. Alright, Mr. Harrow. See you tomorrow, blood. Break into the ranch house. You won the battle against the hardwood. You have a way into the house, albeit not the fastest. In the best case scenario, you only have a few minutes to spend inside. Indeed.
Come on, you thief.
Come on, you thief. I want to go to the K Ranch. Ooh, ranch. Ranch chicken. Ranch these nuts. Ranch my balls off.
Hello, sir.
My
name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a... But of course, Mr. Harrow.
Have you been feeling like you're stuck in a time loop lately?
If I'm honest, maybe
maybe a little.
I feel like things have been repeating themselves lately.
Could you be more specific?
Well, the last hour seems to last forever. The endless waiting for customers to answer the phone, the exhausting exchanges with each of them about their misfortune and how I can help them. Don't get me wrong, I love talking with you, Mr. Harrow. Your positive attitude towards me and my offer, coupled with your sincerity, really made my day. You're a light in the darkness.
Thank you. Right, but back to my question.
Back to your question, Mr. Harrow. Well, yes. I do feel like I'm stuck in a loop.
Hello, Blue Bear. What's up? Hello, Angel Dust. Been a while since you've been able to come to stream. Merry Christmas.
But that's part of the job. Every day seems repetitive, but you make little progress every day.
Every single day.
Step by step, you create and recreate yourself. That's what I signed up for when I started. Now that that's settled, where were we? Ah, yes.
I just noticed his mustache. This guy's got a big-ass nose.
If my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in a treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences.
Sorry, I need to hop on another call. Bye. Later. Later. No, Merry Smithmas. Yeah. Merry Smithmas, Blueberry. Merry Smithmas, everybody. Hope everybody got their Smithmas stocking and their best item in the backpack, which is both the... Did we get an MVM ticket this year? I was not paying attention. We got an MVM ticket this year, like every year, and then we get, the best item in the backpack, for me at least, is the backpack expander. Break into the house again. Holy... Oh my god, I really do only have a couple minutes to get in and look around. Holy shit, dude. 42? Insane. When someone stuffs things into a corner like this, it's usually to forget about them, or just to move them aside temporarily with the promise that they'll be sorted out later. Everything looks half forgotten in this house. It's easy to forget things when everything around you is already falling apart. Why was that an interactable guide? You got a Freddy Fazbear mug for Christmas, Bluebear. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When you pour water in it, does it, like, change shape or, like, the image or anything? Your sister locked the kitchen door and took the key. She has no right to do that. I have not seen a kitchen with a door on it in a very long time, now that I'm thinking about it. Let alone one with, like, a lock. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Gast. Good to see you. Just a normal mug sick, though? Yeah. A dust-laden tapestry of family branches stitched with faded gold and the quiet arrogance of generations who built their kingdom on hooves and horn. Examine it. An example of the relentless march of time, a patchwork of ancient portraits with calligraphed names alongside almost modern photographs with boring typed fonts. Try to read the names and make out the blurred pictures. Some of them are difficult to make out, but the stern figure on the bottom that all the others stem from commands attention with a bushy mustache. You're staring at Maynard O.K., 1867 to 1952. Now that's a family progenitor. Follow the lower branches, examine the portrait next to Maynard. Now that's a family progenitor. A man who knows what he wants in life and how to get it. Read on. From Maynard's elaborate frame, the vine splits neatly into two. The first name, Alexander M.K., 1913 to 1928, rests beneath a portrait that mirrors Maynard almost exactly, minus a few decades and the formidable whiskers. A quick tally of the years make it clear he never crossed the threshold into adulthood. The second portrait, or rather, its absence, draws far more attention. It looks as though it was scrawled over in charcoal, or perhaps used in an ashtray. The name is just as hard to make out, but with some effort, you manage to read it. Philip M.K., 1913 to 1967. He lived through both wars. Good for him. I think. Am I mistaken? When was the First World War? I never remember. The dates don't matter. It's the killing that does. Do I have an airsoft gun? Gassed? I do not. Not really an airsoft guy myself. It has Toy Freddy's face on it with Freddy Fazbear on the top of it, and it says pizza on the bottom of it. It also says let's eat on the back. Nice. Pretty classic pizza mug. You're dying of thirst right now? Thanks for reminding me. I am also dying of thirst. Your stepdad got a shotgun for Christmas? Damn. Now that's a piece, I'll tell you that. Seems like someone took the black sheep of the family literally. Sound familiar? Go on. From this point on, the portraits appear more useful. Not the people themselves, but the ceramics they're cast in. The next one is, wait, is this the Walter? Despite his age, he looks strong, confident, strapping even. Not at all the man you imagined when you heard is missing. What about Walter's wife? Helen Kay, 1952 to 1990. The portrait shows a stern, blonde woman whose face says she's ready to carry babies, or a rifle, or both. Check the two characters above Walter. Maxine Kay and Alexander Kay, born in 1986, another set of twins for the family. Look at Alexander. You could somewhat see the family resemblance, but it looks like Maynard's genes skipped a beat here. When you really look at Alexander's spindly face, he closely resembles his grandfather Philip. And Maxine? Yep, that's Maxine, a woman who takes no bullshit from anyone. She's staring at you from a gilded, ornate frame. The tree ends here. Guess that's all there is to see. Something is covered by sheets. By the look of it, it seems like a sofa or a couch. But it could be any number of things. A beast that is sleeping. A light sleeper, ready to pounce at any moment. Now, just to be sure, let's give it a peek. Do I have a gel blaster? No. I haven't seen a gel blaster in years. An AR-15, similar to an AR-15. Eating mac and cheese at 12 in the morning. In the middle of the kitchen. Got good news and bad news about Dead by Daylight, Blue Bear. Hit me with it! Is this why you're eating mac and cheese in the middle of the morning? In the middle of twilight? You like mac and cheese more now, Cherry? Man, I love... Mac and cheese is fucking good, dude. Let's take a peek under the sheets. It's just an old couch, for better or worse. Fuck you, dude! They hate me! They hate me! I'm in the bathroom. There's nothing to interact with in the bathroom. I'm gonna stay to the first floor for now. I'm in the library. Now, this is gonna take me a while. The bad news is, sadly, I can't get my data to my PS5 account, but I did get Glitch Trap skin for Springtrap on the PS5. Congratulations, Blue Bear. Sorry to hear that, and also, Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. It said they're gonna remove Michael Myers since he's getting his own video game. Oh. A metal cabinet which somehow escaped the teeth of rust with an intricate golden insignia above the drawers. Looking at the letters more closely, you see they spell out Philip K. A couple of drawers are half open, revealing they are filled with documents and dust. How about we take a look at some of the documents? There are thousands of documents in this monstrosity. It's like someone even kept the receipts for chewing gum. No way you can just casually inspect them. It would take too long. It would take too many loops with just the few minutes you get in this house. You'll have to look for something specific. It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of willpower. Let's take a look at how they're organized then. Can I put music on VMP? I used to. But no. I don't think so. Not anymore. We gotta absorb the material. Let nothing distract you except the boy in the corner. See how the documents are organized. Every drawer has an almost faded label with a year starting at 1935, 38, 39, 42, and so forth, and it all ends in 66. Judging by the opening drawers, each of the folders inside is labeled with the year, the month it covers. Someone was either a master of organization or obsessed with tidiness. Or both. What kind of madman gathered all these papers? Madman or workaholic, it's all a matter of perspective. Why would anybody need all these papers? Have you already forgotten the age before computers and the internet? It wasn't so long ago. It was a long time ago. True, you are old. Fuck you. I can keep looking, apparently. Was afraid at first, then I realized Springtrap was already in game, so he can't be removed since he already has his own thing. Oh. Still remember the brain rot? Metal cabinet full of dust. Alright, when we need to look for documents, that'll be where we go to look for the documents. What's with the box? A stack of papers lies in disarray. The first page bears the title, Walter K. Autobiography. How about we read it, start to finish? After the title page, all the sheets are empty. Well, mostly empty. Crude drawings cover them. A house, a ranch, cows, horses. One sketch looks like a hole, or perhaps darkness swallowing everything, but not a single word of text. Walter was drawing his autobiography. In his own way, he kept up with the times. No matter the source, water follows the course. It's a given. Hello, Mary. What's up? Still remember the brain rot. Unlike the other shells, this one is colorful. The hues are faded, dried by time, but they still stand out of place, almost. How about we look at the green books? They're cheesy romance novels, all of them. Old ones. Really old. Early 20th century by the looks of it. Inside, a damsel in distress, a mysterious but devastatingly handsome stranger who turns out to be a wealthy, too. They fall in love against all odds and live happily ever after. All of it's set in the cowboy era, herds and horses galloping across ranches, lavish parties and grand manners. Love triumphs, always. At least in cheesy romance novels. Hello, Cool is Cool. And we get the Predator in DVD. We have Xenomorph. The Xenomorph is in DVD? I didn't know that. Oh, I got to look at, like, one book? I got to look at one book? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. They hate me, dude. They hate me. The shelf holds plenty of thinner books. Magazines, journals, publications. Mixed in are several bulky volumes that look like photo albums. Take a look at the titles. Mostly magazines and publications from the late 80s. Some crumble in your hands, releasing a dusty cloud that stings your eyes. Each one carries something about Walter K. For our children, movement, interviews, analyses, opinion pieces. Seems like Walter dabbled in politics, too. A few articles are circled over and over, with words like lies and traitors scrawled angrily in the margins. Looks like Walter didn't enjoy how the media portrayed him, or at least his movement. Maybe he just wasn't good at presenting his ideas. Easy to get lost in your own words when you're burning with anger. Take a look at the album. The photographs look old, 30 years at least. All from gatherings, rallies, meetings. A striking figure stands at the center of all of them. Walter K. Younger, sharper, almost unrecognizable compared to the photo of the man you've seen. He looks happy here. He probably thought he was on the verge of winning. For the children, of course. Enough dust for one day. Nothing else worth choking on here. Almost done with the library. You want to read for a long time, but you can only read one book. Read the book about the whole FNAF lore. You'll be reading for 10 or more years. God, there's a book about the FNAF lore? That's hilarious. Is there really a book about the FNAF lore? Sounds like a good read. Heavy tomes dominate the shelf. Museum pieces from a bygone era. Let's look for the largest book, or let's look at the titles. Most of the books don't have titles. On the spine, only leather, each bound in a slightly different shade. Whoever owned them must have known each one by heart, never needing words on the cover. How about the largest book? It is almost as wide as your hand. Its title is written in gold, cursive letters. A brief history of the saddle and the stirrup. Brief, you could kill someone with this thing. True, fitting, perhaps, since you could also kill someone with saddles or stirrups. Drop either on their head from the right height, and that's that. Okay, thanks for letting me know. It's too long to be written down. That's funny. They got a point? Oh, jeez. Hard to say which one is truly the oldest, but a few are clear contenders. One even has a year imprinted on it, 1880. That's fucking Anno 1880. That's the, like, age of discovery. It looks like a guide of sorts, so that's the Victorian era. The kind explorers wrote to share their experiences, so travel reviews before reviews were even a thing. 1880, that's a long, long-ass time ago. Probably even before the Ks, let alone the later masters of this place, Apex or Coral Destiny. Predating the rest by decades, it holds only dust and bygone stories, no help to you. You can spend the whole day here rummaging through the past, better get back to something in the present. That's the end of the world. That's a rocket ship. You're playing as Glitch Trap one more time before you go to bed, Blue Bear. Gotcha. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. You're accidentally falling asleep on time.
Still with
Good,
me,
Blue
Mr.
Bear. Get
Harrow?
some sleep, man. That's good. I got a question. I don't have a question, actually. Goodbye, Dr. Fink. I hardly knew you. Anyway, I'm gonna go break into that house again. Anyway, I'm gonna go break into that house like a million times more because there's a lot of shit to do in there. Plus, there's like 2 quests that I need to do, which is search Maxine's room. I might even find Frank's phone password in there. We're gonna have to do Dr. Fink's room at some point as well. I'm not sure I might be able to distract him. We'll find something, I'm sure. But I'm gonna do the... I'm gonna keep doing the K. I'm gonna keep breaking my foot on this fucking ranch, man. It takes me all day to get out there, which is crazy!
Hello, sir. Am I
Speaking.
My name is Percy Rugger.
Yeah, I got a question if you don't mind
But
asking.
of course, Mr.
Oh, sorry, bye. Bye, Mr. Rugger. Thanks for picking up. You the best girl. You wanna be here for the streams? Aw, Blue Bear. Well, I'm soaked, so how does that sound? Need to go back to work in a few hours, Cherry? Damn, brother. 37? It takes me almost 10 full minutes to break in. There's gotta be an easier way. Alright, we did the library. Let's, There's a damn party in the kitchen, man. Somebody is having the time of their life upstairs, I think. That stairwell is broken. Nothing going down in here. That's a book, though. I like the look of this. That's a golden revolver. Give me the gun. How have I been doing? I'm good, Gast. How about you? Merry Christmas, by the way. The front cover features Walter K., younger, barely recognizable because of his long hair and full beard, among a group of heavily armed people, all knives, assault rifles, dynamite sticks. The title is Grassroots to Bushfires, Walter Group, and For Our Children. By Julian Georgeson. Bah, leave it be. Read the blurb. Bothwood Chronicle proudly presents the 5th installment of Georgeson's book, A Tale of 3 Towns, the impact of economic decline and anthropological analysis. This issue is dedicated to the troubling times of the 80s, to the arrival of Apex Ore Incorporated, and the reaction of local populace from workers to former oligarchs. The issue covers the formation of the infamous grassroots Walter Group and its transformation into the short-lived yet potent populist For Our Children's movement, and the enduring impact of both on Rue Valley. Published collaboratively by Bothwood Chronicle, Grey City University, and Coral Destiny's Community Relations Center. We love slop, don't we, folks? Can't believe you didn't know Xenomorph was in DBD. Did you know that Demogorgon, I think that's how you spelled it, is in DBD as well? Yeah, I think I knew that. I don't know. I don't know. Their cast of horror characters is good. Very Fortnite-like. Playing Warcraft 3 right now? Nice, Bob. That's a good one, man. One of the best games of all time. That's a top tier pick right there. Are you doing free for alls? Are you doing multiplayer? Are you doing like the campaign? Are you doing customs? Oh, big fan. Are you doing 2v2s? 3v3s? Oh shit. He's doing 6s. Doing the human campaign. Gotcha. Are you starting off Warcraft 3 or not Frozen Throne? Not the Frozen Throne human campaign? Or elf campaign, I guess. I guess there's only one human campaign. Getting cranked 90s on by Springtrap is insane. True. Who even has the 5th issue? It's a wonder they got past the first one. Agreed. People of Rue Valley clearly like to read about themselves. I'm gonna look at the cowboy hat. Behold, an old cowboy hat. An outrider, no less. A relic from simpler, or maybe rougher times. Take the hat carefully. Don't want to trigger any alarms. Old houses, old objects. Maybe the hat's booby-trapped or cursed. Either way, tread lightly. The rugged leather greets your fingertips, scarred by wind and sun. Beneath it rests a surprisingly soft lace strap. The kind of lace that would rather dance on a ballroom floor than face the desert grid. And yet, it endured, shielding its owner from the elements. Day after day, it's no wonder someone saw fit to display it like a trophy of a bygone era. A reward for loyalty that outlasted reason. Let's try it on. Oh, hell yeah, we lookin' fly. Hoodie? Hell yeah, I got the finger gun and everything. He's the best. Hey, Tony. Used to love DVD, Jerry. You're doing the Warcraft 3 campaign with the Unfinished Orc campaign. There's an Unfinished Orc campaign? Or are you talking about the prologue? No, you can't bring yourself to start a match. It's too emotional. I understand, Sherry. I understand. It settles on your head with uncanny ease, like it was made for you. Feels like slipping into someone else's life, someone bolder, that is. I'm a fucking K-Ranch cowboy. Anita. That's right. A sharp reflection of a woman with an unbreakable spirit and a total disregard for anyone's opinion. Turns out, it was almost about the hat. And now you've claimed a scrap of that power for yourself. Hell yeah. Got another inspiration. I have so much inspiration, dude. Give me a fucking quest line. A relic from a bygone age, an ornate revolver in a frame of curling wood. Below the antique is a plaque, Iron Fang 45, and below that, Maynard Orville K, 1910. Can I grab it? Maynard's antique revolver is serving the only function it can, dust magnet. I can interact with the gun later. That's it. They just put a gun in the cabinet, put a big orange box around it, was just like, hey, don't worry, you'll find some use for this. Merry Chessmas D4 to you. Merry Chessmas, ducks. You got the glitch trap profile pic for DVD? Nice. Oh fuck, dude, somebody's rocking. You're doing the human campaign prologue. The loud music is coming from behind this door. Someone's inside, probably headbanging to this rhythmical noise. I don't want to go in there yet. Not like we could. The metalhead from the ranch house. Someone's listening to very loud music at the ranch house. Well, hang on, there's another quest. Where'd this come from? Enter the K Ranch house. There must be a faster and less painful way to enter the house than breaking the door each time. You heard that Walter has a secret way of exiting, so there might be an alternate way to enter it too. Here we go. Perhaps there's a clever way he uses to bypass the door security. Let's search the house for any clues, or maybe the door manual. No, dude. What do you mean the door manual? Rolling. What? Oh, it's in the document cabinet. It's not. God, dude. I was gonna say, shoot me in the balls. You're catching up to where you were because, you know, new computer, Bob? Nice, man. Nice. Gotcha. Nothing in the bathroom. I just took on the quest. It's probably gonna be outside, whatever it is I'm looking for. I don't think this pistol is gonna get me into the building any faster. Yeah. The only purpose of this gun is a dust magnet, is a chick magnet. You're in an all-women survivor server. What game is this? This is Rue Valley, D. Let me in. That's a lot of pink. There's another of the books. Is that a dead body? Oh fuck, it's a saddle. Oh god, I thought it was a dead body. I was like, then why is there a dead body in here? A booklet with a lot of text written in very small letters. In your hand, its true nature unfolds. It's not a booklet at all, but a collection of folded papers. It's a warranty from a company that installed the house's front door. The The Fortaloctor doors, locks, and fortifications. Read it carefully. Legal jargon sprawls across the pages, dense, impenetrable, a fortress of clauses, terms, and conditions designed to frustrate more than inform. It's the kind of text that only matters long after it's too late. The date and the footer are the only useful parts. The door was installed and the warranty began on June 15th, 2027. The footer points you to Fortaloctor's website, fortaloctor.com. Could their support section hold the secret to unlocking the door faster? Possibly. We will figure out if that's the case next time. Hello! Merry Christmas, everybody. But I gotta get going. I hope everybody has a good rest of your Christmas. I will see everybody tomorrow for... you know what it is. I gotta go open some Christmas presents. I gotta go find out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Who the fuck knows, you know? I will catch everybody tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry fucking Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry